This story almost didn't happen. Because the guy at the center of it nearly quit before anything worked. His name is Peter Levels, and for years he was just another programmer bouncing between freelance gigs, small contracts, and ideas that didn't go anywhere. Nothing glamorous. No big funding. No overnight success. At one point, Peter was so burned out that he made a decision most people would call reckless. He packed his laptop, stopped taking client work, and decided to build tiny online projects purely for himself. No bosses. No deadlines. No pressure. One of those projects started as a simple experiment. The idea was almost laughably basic, a website that listed remote jobs for people who wanted to work from anywhere. No fancy features. No big promises. Just a clean page that did one thing well. At first, nobody cared. Traffic was slow. Money was basically zero. And Peter almost shut it down. But instead of killing it, he added one small feature: companies could pay to post a job. Not expensive. Just enough to see if anyone would bite. Then something interesting happened. One company paid. Then another. Then more. Peter still didn't think much of it. In fact, for months, the site barely made enough to cover basic expenses. But he kept improving it slowly, sometimes late at night, sometimes while traveling, sometimes when he felt like quitting altogether. And then, the curve changed. Remote work started exploding. Companies wanted talent without offices. Workers wanted freedom. And suddenly, that tiny side project was getting thousands of visitors a day. Peter checked his Stripe dashboard one morning and froze. The site had made over $20,000 in a single month. No team. No investors. No ads. Just code, consistency, and timing. Months later, that number doubled. Then doubled again. At its peak, the site was generating over $80,000 per month, more than $1 million per year, from something that almost died quietly in its early days. What's wild is that Peter didn't pivot into luxury or hype. He kept the site simple. Kept expenses low. And stayed independent. At one point, people offered to buy the platform for millions. He said no because the income was predictable. The workload was manageable. And the freedom was priceless. Somewhere in the middle of all this, Peter shared his numbers publicly, not to brag, but to show that boring ideas can win. That simple systems can outperform flashy ones. And here's the part most people miss: this wasn't luck. It was staying long enough for momentum to kick in. If you're enjoying stories like this, hit subscribe, like the video, and drop a comment. It tells the algorithm you want more real, documented money stories like this one. Today, Peter runs multiple small online businesses, many of them earning more than most traditional companies, all built without offices, employees, or venture capital. And it all started with a project he nearly deleted. Sometimes the thing that changes your life isn't loud. It's quiet. And it's waiting to see if you'll stick around.